Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shared Screen's first reaction video.
Woo, let's go.
I'm going to be your
Woo.
host today, Alec Bobko, and joining me is Jordan Deeb and Awesome
Hello.
Ernst.
Hi, that's me. I'm here to react to stuff. I showed up.
So before we actually start the reaction, since we're actually doing a live reaction, a little behind the curtain peek, what's one of some of your guys' like last second predictions?
I
Jordan,
don't really have. Who?
Go ahead.
said Jordan.
Okay.
I didn't think of this, but then I saw more people mention it, and it's like it would make sense to show up here. It's like if we got our first peek at Spider-Man in Avengers, so far they keep saying he's coming in 2021. We know he's a PlayStation exclusive. They don't have any war tables announced, so I wouldn't be surprised if in here we saw like a tease of him and then be like Avengers war table, in like 2 weeks, where it's like an in-depth look or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just we're getting closer and closer to the end of the year, so they have to show him at some point.
Exactly. Yeah. Awesome.
That was yours. That was yours too, Alec.
That was mine. Yeah, Spider-Man. I saw Greg tweet about it, and it's like that makes so much sense, knowing that this is a third-party presentation for the most part.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I don't really have a huge like prediction or anything. I know there's third-party stuff. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw the GTA remasters in here. And then apparently Little Devil Inside was announced to be part of this, and I'll just to throw a little bit on there. I think that will be 2022, probably February, just like every other game.
All right. Yeah, I know for me personally, it's like I know I don't really have very high expectations for this, so I'm just going in, kind of low expectations and just entertain me. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's where I'm at.
Alrighty. Let's go.
Yeah, if they show one thing that makes me go, "Oh shit," then I'll be pleased.
Then it's a win. Yeah. Dope intro, always. Honestly, in my opinion.
We have another spectacular show of guts, glory, and gore for you today.
What? What am I watching?
I don't know.
Is this like Atomic Heart? No, never mind. I have no idea what this is.
I bet you it's a new free-to-play game.
It's
Survival is the only rule.
Destruction All-Stars, but without the cars.
Probably a better game. Oh, I said it. Oh, I said it.
Your face on TV.
That guy reminds me of like the Buzz guy from
Yeah, that just we saw
today. Like this is him now. You feel old yet?
Go hunting time.
Hunter G.
I'm digging this. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. Yeah.
It's like Hunger Games, but like also Outer Worlds with like I'm the rich guy and you're gonna fight to the death. But the fact that you could choose to look tough or like an anime character feels very. I don't know what else, but I'm playing through Deathloop right now with all the different helmets on the Eternalists. So this feels like it's a mix of all those three things.
I get like over the top Nier Automata vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
If they just went a little bit of a different direction with like their art style and all that.
Now, do you think it's a custom character thing, or do you think it's a hero arena?
I could see Hero Arena.
The way
that they all have like different attack styles.
Deathverse. That looks cool.
Even the font looks very Outer Worlds.
That was your first look at Deathverse. Let It Die. Coming to PS4 and PS5 next year. Now, let's listen in on a recording session with We Are OFK.
War
never changes.
War sucks.
Oh.
In a world full of
a lot less poetic.
where war is just doesn't have anything to do with politics or race or imperialism.
Imagine.
Out there, we look to each other and to our thick
war just because you feel like it.
You done?
And you're like, how did they get them that thick? Is this like an alternate reality where arms are just that thick, or are they robot arms? Our last hope is arms.
A Nintendo game?
Luca.
I was to say the same thing.
Okay, sorry, for real. PlayStation promo time. Yep.
I'm just supposed to introduce our band and the game about our band, right?
What?
Oh, can we do something fun with it? Like, can we be like, why is it called State of Play? What are we, the president? What are we, the...
We've talked about these jokes. Hey, you.
Hi. We're still driving. Jay, I heard back from the mix engineer, and she's cool with getting song stems on Sunday.
This is doing it for me.
How's the PlayStation blog post going?
Are hashtags too much? I want to reach more people, but I don't
Dancing
think I
flower.
trust people who use hashtags.
On the
You're the
dashboard.
best at this.
I'm proud of you.
I just do things.
Carter, what you working on?
Just a little audio filter I cooked up for debug here.
Can debug make me sound like a demon?
Okay. Give me one more run through and we'll take a proper break, yeah?
Okay, hi. We Are OFK is a new music biopic game about us.
I'm
the indie
interested.
pop group OFK. It's a 5-episode series about how we
Would've
started
thought.
the band here in Los Angeles and how so far we have not screwed it up. You get dialogue choices and texting and
Cool.
flirting, and each episode
Ooh.
lets you play an interactive music video of a new song from our debut EP. That's
I'm
5
digging this.
episodes.
Wait, do you flirt with your
5
other
songs.
band members? Because if these are based
And
off
if
real
you join
people,
our
that
mailing
feels
list
weird.
Today, you get a life-size cutout.
That's
of
like if
our
we made the
whole
shared
band
screens video game, and I was like,
wearing
yeah, as an option, I can
PlayStation
romance you,
5
Austin.
DualSense controllers.
That's an option I want to live in.
No.
Yeah, what's up?
Nope.
Come through.
Okay, the cutout is still TBD, but We Are OFK is coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 in 2022.
2022.
The future.
The future, thick arms. We are OFK.
Okay, bye.
I have
We
been
love you.
pleasantly surprised by both of these games so far.
Up
Yeah,
next,
this one
the
definitely has
team
like
at
a
Young
cool vibe.
Horses shares a big update coming to
Ooh.
Bug Snacks.
Oh,
Not for me.
Still haven't finished that game.
Not for me, but I like how they're
I
supporting.
did finish it, and like they set up a sequel, and the ending of that game's fucked.
In a good way.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
Like it's darker than you'd think.
That's kind of like you get the sense of that in a way.
Did you all see that?
I just don't think I'd enjoy the gameplay of this game.
I was pleasantly surprised with it. I just did have to look a few things up because I'm not the type to just experiment over and over again. But like, recommend play it for a few hours, see how you like the feel.
So if I were to give it a try, you think I should use a guide? Because I will just give it.
Bro?
is the
I
thing.
wouldn't use a guide 100%. Like fool
When I
around a
get
little
stuck.
bit, but like when you're just like, I truly don't get what to do here.
Like I did with 12 minutes. It's like I tried messing around, but I just could not get it, so that's when I went through a guide.
I didn't have that luxury. I was playing it before it was out. It was so difficult.
And that's not all, buddy. Ta-da! We finally finished your huts. So keep checking your mail.
I mean, I said it at the top, but this game's not for me. But I always love when smaller budget games do well enough to where they get packages like this. They get they get support like this, and like not every studio can just do that. Like their game has to succeed enough for that to happen. I know it's like a first party in a way, but it's just good to see.
Oh, for sure.
I'll never forget. I do forget the song. I'll never forget how the song from like the first trailer was just everywhere for a while, like on Twitter. Yeah,
Free update. That's cool.
talking about bug snacks. Something like that.
Meet
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I just hope
fans.
Nintendo doesn't send them a cease and
Cheers.
desist for copying the Isle of Armor DLC from Pokemon. They call it the Isle of Big Snacks.
We had arms in the first one or the second game too.
Bro,
Coming after
and
Nintendo.
Nintendo, knowing them, they're rating up to right now.
Yo, what the fuck?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, is this that like third person or not? Just like a weird first person game that was like.
I
actually had
never got
movement.
into them. I've always known them as like, I don't mean this. If you're into Five Nights at Freddy's, good on you.
Not.
I've always just seen it as like, oh, a bunch of like 15-year-olds are into this, I guess. And I guess Tumblr writes fan fiction on it or something.
Oh, Tumblr writes fanfiction on everything. To be fair, there. I don't play these games, but I do enjoy watching YouTubers play these games.
That's the other thing. It's like so many people I know are like never played it, but oh my god, you got to see this guy play it.
Exactly. But out of all of them, I probably still won't play this game. But this is the one that interests me the most out of the games that I've seen.
Oh, because you can
Taking
get
a new-
into the animatronics.
Taking a new scope with it.
Be able to escape when the security doors reopen at 6 a.m.
I want them just to make a sponsoring deal with Chuck E. Cheese already, and then I'll play. Like, make it the actual Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
Honestly, Chuck E. Cheese is probably super close to going out of business. So like, they should just be like, yo, we're desperate.
there was like an opposite day type of marketing where Chuck E. Cheese got their animatronics, but like not evil, and then the game had the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
Sure. Montgomery, I love that name. Montgomery Gator. And of course, Freddy Fazbear.
Please make your way to the front of the building, where you will be
given my coat.
Classes, a voucher for 1 free soda refill, and where you will sign a
And now the powder's everywhere.
us of all liability for anything that might have happened.
Oh, you mean the soda?
Have an awesome night. And
Didn't you just say you dropped your Coke?
Comb.
Uh-oh. I heard Coke, and I was like, man, you just got powder all over your floor.
A short survey about your experience.
Now it's all making sense. The date? 12/16/21. This year.
Battle beasts and demigods in a challenging action RPG coming soon to PlayStation. Let's take a look.
Oh, I thought they said that the animatronics were demigods. I was like, what? Excuse me.
Five Nights at Freddy's, but you fight God.
That store. Was this on
played
PlayStation?
this. No, it's only on Xbox.
Ooh, it's a big deal then.
Oh, it's coming to PlayStation?
That's a big deal.
Honestly, I've
been thinking of picking it up.
Wait till PS. Same.
I've played it. I fell off of it. I would still love to come back. Nothing about the game. I just got busy with life.
Honestly, though, it honestly seems like such a good Switch game.
100%. From what I played, if you like these types of games, this is 110% worth your time. Because I usually don't like these types of games, but this one did it for me.
Here's the thing: I've never fully played a game like this, but like, I'm intrigued.
100%. It's really like
Hades
pretty
got
too.
me in, so I heard a lot of people that liked Hades. Like
Oh
this game,
shit!
so
That's soon.
In my
Ooh,
opinion, this is better than Hades, but I also didn't like
Online
Hades as much
opponents
as
await in these
most people.
I just want to try Hades. Like, I need a free demo.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh, this
Nation Racers is back.
Wait, is this? What is this?
The kart
It's
riders.
just another kart racer.
Kart
I feel like I
rider.
remember this.
Oh, for a second, I remembered the chocobo racing thing, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Is that what it is for you too?
No, I could
Okay.
have swore they had a show and trailer for this
That's
a
possible.
while ago.
Ooh. So it is kind of like Mod Nation, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of customization. So that looks like a mixture of Bomberman and Mega Man.
I was thinking, I saw the Mega Man connection there.
And then yeah, the guy with the yellow hat does look like the other things from Mega Man.
I can't remember the names, but I can picture them.
No one remembers this game, but there was a mode on Mortal Kombat Armageddon called Motor Combat. I'm getting Motor Combat vibes out of this.
I know what you're talking about.
I loved Motor Combat, legit.
I think you've mentioned that a couple times on another podcast.
I love that fucking game. It's not even good. I just played it all the time. Like Mortal Kombat.
My PS2.
Yeah, it was on PS2.
I don't know, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Motor Combat characters just lend
I
themselves well
have
to
a version
abilities
of
and
Armageddon on my PC in some way.
You shatter all expectations.
Okay.
Crucible of Souls.
Is this Killing Chaos? No.
They just have that vibe.
Dolores.
What?
Fighting game?
Oh wait, is this King of Fighters?
Probably.
I'm not a King of Fighters guy, but it looks like yes it is.
Yeah,
King of
King of
Fighters.
Fighters 15.
Give me some props, give me some props. I don't play any of this shit. I'm not calling it shit, I'm not calling it shit. It's just not my shit.
The only fighting games I've gotten into at any point have been a couple of the Mortal Kombat games and Injustice and
Dragon Ball Fighters is good. I like Dragon Ball Fighters a lot.
Dragon Ball Tenkaichi.
Ooh.
In the Budokai Tenkaichi
Budokai.
series, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fighters is too fast-paced for me.
I still love it. It's just a quality fighter, and like with the Dragon Ball skin,
Yeah.
and I love it for that.
I also feel like the 3D ones feel more like Dragon Ball.
Sure.
But I get
for
what
sure.
you mean. If you just want a really classic 2D arcade fighter, like Fighters does look great for that type of people.
100%. I'm one of the few people who really like Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2. I love how those control. But
Yes.
you played those, Hell?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tenkaichi on the PSP. Which one was it? Budokai Shin Budokai. 1 and 2.
Escape is futile.
Oh, I know this game. Something.
Looks like you're in
It's not
need of
into Crucis, but
medicine.
something similar to that.
Hi everyone, I'm Niels, also known as Bitterbird.
Is it into
Hi
Crucis?
everyone,
I'm Emily, also
I think
known as
it was from the Xbox showcase,
Today,
right?
we're excited
No, I don't
to
think it's that
share
one. It
First
has a
Class
very similar
Trouble
art style
with
than
you.
that, but
First Class Trouble
this is
an
basically
online
Among
social
Us.
deduction
First
But
Class
game
Trouble.
featuring a
thank
dangerous
you.
cocktail of difficult
That's
decisions
it's just said
and
it, so.
wacky
Oh,
possibilities.
Don't give me
Before you
that
hop
much
into
credit.
match, check out the range of customization
you have
options
ears.
available
Good job.
to you. As you
Actually,
play,
I
you'll
saw it
unlock even
because they
more,
have
so don't
the
forget to
subtitles
come
are
back to your
there.
wardrobe
You have
from time
eyes.
to time.
But no,
Let's check out
Alec,
that
I used to
recent match we played.
like win
That was
money
a good
in
one.
college playing Raging
When the
Blast,
round
Raging Blast
begins,
2.
you'll
Because
be
like I was
assigned
really
a secret
fucking good at
role
those
of
games.
either a
And I
resident
love
or a
the
personoid.
Dragon Ball, like
So this is me. I played as a
Budokai
resident
Tenkaichi
in this game,
games.
and my goal was to
Yeah.
reach
So
at the heart of the ISS
whenever like
initiative.
when I was in college, I would always get like all the
personoid. So my
DBZ
game was
fighting
all about
games.
deception and traps,
Hell yeah.
stopping the residents at all costs.
Great outfit that you have on there.
We're talking over
Thank
this.
you.
This is a weird
The
reaction
most
video,
important
but
question is, who can you trust?
That's honestly
exactly,
what most
and I
state
thought
of
you and
plays
I were
are.
working
It's just a
there's-
graphics mod for Among Us. That's all I'm getting from this.
I was gonna say,
Sometimes
talking over
playing
this
with
is
your
like
butt
you
doesn't
understand what this
work
game
out.
is. Like you get it.
Yeah.
It's
It sounds
Among
like
Us,
I don't have
different
that
skin.
problem.
It looks like
You
they have
sabotaged
some
the auction.
different
Well done.
Sure.
When a system is
mechanics
sabotaged or
where I think
traps
it's not
sprung,
like
this is a good time to start
2v8
casting
where it's
doubt
like it
on the
might
loyalty
you
of
have
the other
different
residents.
roles, but it's
Yeah,
more
you
split
had me
more
so
evenly.
convinced.
I
You
think
did
there's teams
such
of
a great
3,
job on
or
even
there's
helping
3
take him
teams
out.
too. I think. I think
You
there's
really
like
got me
an
on this game.
imposter-ish
I
team.
never
There's another
suspected
team,
you
and then
had
there's the
And then the
team
other
that
teams
does-
are, have
Yeah.
different roles. Yeah.
Yeah, here it
Yeah.
is.
Gotcha.
I realized too late.
Haha, got his ass.
Whether you're a personoid or resident, your
But honestly,
social
I think
deduction
that
skills and strategy
state
are the
of plays
key
are
to
just kind of
survival.
that thing where
Good luck,
it's like
everyone. And remember,
there's
be
normally like
careful
one
who
or two
you trust.
Oh,
things
wow.
that you
First
kind of
class
pop
trouble,
off for.
cocktails last
That's
longer
really
than
soon.
friendships.
But yeah, no, I'm with you.
Work
What was that,
together
Alex?
to
It's the
avoid
showcases that
disaster
are
when
really
First
the
Class
ones
Trouble
that you
Oh
guys
arrives
yeah,
on
showcases
PS4
are
and
like the best of
PS5
the
next
best.
month. PlayStation Plus members
Next
will be
month,
able
that
to
comes out
download
next
the
week.
PS4 and PS5 versions at no extra cost starting
Oh,
November
cool.
2nd.
Oh shit.
Dope.
Maybe
I
our
mean-
first Let's Play.
That'd be fun.
Oh, Square Enix.
Oh, Final
This is
Fantasy 16. No, this is too futuristic.
Nice.
Scanning craft. Pan-Galactic Federation battleship, the Astoria. Weapons activity.
Oh,
I have
this-
no idea what I'm looking at.
Starboard thrusters to full power.
There's
Is this
no
that
time.
game that was like 3 minutes long during the
All crew
showcase?
members, get to an
It was like
escape.
Eve, Project Eve.
Oh, maybe. I
Possibly.
think so. Maybe.
At the
The
end,
end
of
of infinite space.
If it's infinite, there's no end, motherfucker.
That's why it's that's why it's
Actually-
noteworthy, Jordan. They found it. This reminds me of Xenoblade.
As yep.
Yeah.
See, I fuck with this because like
Have we never seen this before? Is this
I
new?
don't think so.
think
This
so.
it looks new. But I fuck with this because like I like JRPGs to an extent. Some of them are a little bit overwhelming, but I'm more of a sci-fi than a fantasy person. So like a sci-fi-ish JRPG is my shit.
I'm the exact opposite. I'm more fantasy.
I mean, Final Fantasy 15 is
interesting,
like
though.
that nice mix.
Mhm. It looks like this is giving you a nice mix. Too.
Damn
Yeah.
near the full Federation fleet's moving in on us.
More tech,
Wish I
but
could
still.
say we're good. But the Fed saw to it we aren't.
The crew of the Aegis needs you. Good luck, Ray.
You seek only to devour
This looks
world.
intriguing, but kind of
I'm
generic.
certain your
I
journey
don't know
into the
how.
stars
I don't know.
We'll bring hope
That might be
to
a
the
bit
future of
harsh.
this world.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
I swear I've
this
seen that
looks
before.
like they could have put a Tales of or a Final Fantasy like header in front of it and whatever the subtitle is, and I believe it's that game.
Oh,
If
yeah.
that makes sense.
100%.
They descended on
100%.
us now.
If you dare turn your back to this, I swear I'll destroy the Federation ship by ship until there's not a damn thing left!
I believe him. That was convincing. The divine force. Oh, Star Ocean. What?
That's why you've seen it before.
That might be why. That's
I'm
crazy.
not familiar with that franchise, but
I'm familiar with the title and like the series, but I've never played
Before
it.
we wrap
Gotcha.
up, let's get an update on the eagerly awaited Little Devil
Oh, here we go.
Inside.
Let's go. This is why I'm here. Oh, look at you. Kind of terrifying a little bit.
he's just stoned.
Hotboxing in that fucking ticket booth.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Love the art style of this.
Oh, it looks so good. Look at those clouds. You're telling me those don't look real?
Beat.
Those look
Those
great.
are actually just a JPEG.
They're moving.
A GIF, fine.
He got you there.
Got my ass. Don't GIFs loop. I guess it could be a long GIF.
Yeah.
What? What?
Like any other day, Billy sets out on another job.
Oh, Billy. This game has way more in depth to it than I expected.
Looks like he's reading the letter he received. The job seems simple enough. Billy arrives at Cornfield Station. He needs to meet Professor Vincent, who should be nearby. Oh, there's an old lady up ahead.
Seems like the same announcer from Little Big Planet.
During travel, you can engage with various
narrator.
people.
Sorry.
Sometimes to buy goods, or simply ask for directions.
I dig this. I'm into this a lot.
It's like
On certain occasions,
Link's Awakening,
the
but like
crew is
more
available to
realistic.
travel together.
I don't mean to say that's like a knock against Link's Awakening.
No,
but
it's more.
it's like
It is definitely. There's more relativity to it, to like hours.
During world map travel, you can encounter
sheep.
various events, some bigger than others.
It's like if Link's Awakening wasn't a Game Boy game, an adaptation of a Game Boy game.
But if you guys have seen the screenshots that I've seen for like the moment-to-moment gameplay and like combat, like if you just saw this and then those screenshots, you'd be like, is this the same game? Like there's so much more.
That's the thing is, I haven't seen it since the original PS5 reveal, so like I'm trying to remember, and like I just remember the dude with the mask and like the two planes of action going on at the same time.
Greeted by who seems like the owner. The job is to pick up a mysterious artifact.
Who's this Tim Burton looking motherfucker?
He look angry as shit.
Looks like it's kept in the mansion's basement, leaving
Oh, you're
behind
dead.
the unsettling signs on the wall. Billy enters the basement chamber.
Signs.
Poor Billy.
Billy has no fear.
No, Billy.
Well, it turns out that the
You know what? Like, I don't want to victim blame, but when you follow a dude who looks like that into the creepy basement,
ever since leaving the mansion,
Look at that.
strange-looking creatures constantly
It's terrifying and cute. I don't understand.
Surrounded by a mob, striking and sticking the blade into enemies.
I'm into this 100%. This is like a day one purchase for me.
During his travels,
Beautiful.
Billy needs to resort to his survival instincts and make use of whatever he has to survive.
they change his character model.
Often being
No,
exposed
maybe
to the
tweaked it, but
harsh side of
the
Mother
character model
Nature.
is very familiar to me from the
A
screenshots.
desert
I
environment
just remember
is
seeing
one
a
such
like
place.
smaller,
Finding safe
like
places to
stockier figure with like a
cooking up
mask.
food is all part of
I don't
the
think so.
journey.
But I know they did some
You're wrong.
changes to the style because
This
some things
time,
came off
a sub-zero climate.
ways they didn't
And
intend,
worse,
and good on them for
caught in
changing
a
it.
snow blizzard,
I'm not aware of what that is, what you're talking about, but
struggling to pull his companion out of the snow.
Some of
Don't give
the
up.
people had some issues with some of the enemies, how they looked.
Lead Billy throughout his
oh, I
journey
do vaguely
and
recall that.
imagine
Yeah.
what he has to face.
Yeah, see,
Some
what I had
expected,
trouble remembering is I don't know why I thought people were upset about some depictions of Asian imagery, but apparently I heard on PS I Love You that it was depictions of things looking similar to blackface. So I might be thinking of a different game.
Oh my. Welcome to the world.
Well, I'm glad
of
they
Little
were like,
Devil
yo,
Inside.
our
Yeah,
bad.
they're like,
We're fixing
our
it."
bad.
Good on them.
Release
That
date?
game looks incredible. I'm in.
No, I
That's our
definitely
show.
dig
No
it.
release
We hope
date.
you enjoyed this peek into what's to come on PlayStation.
No release
See you
date?
next time.
No release date.
No
Damn.
release day.
Alrighty. So
As far as presentations go, that wasn't great. To be,
Yeah,
like all
it's-
those were
it's
kind of like
typical
meh
state
speaking
of
to me,
play.
but yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it wasn't framed well. Like that as like their one more thing, the last thing they're showing. I feel like there needed to be one more thing of sauce in the back there after
Yeah.
the Little Devil Inside.
like if they would have, I feel like if they would have swapped Star Ocean and Little Devil Inside.
Maybe, yeah. Just the way that trailer is like spaced out, and how at the end it's like Star Ocean, and you're like, oh shit, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm with you. The pacing would have been better like that. I agree with that.
Yeah, it does. It definitely feels like it was missing something, and I know we all said like very, very little expectations, on this, but I think
I'm still a little let down.
it's hard. It's hard to explain where it's like
I'm not like heartbroken though, you know? It's like
exactly.
It's okay. Yeah. Like I would say the things I'm most excited for are probably the Bugsnax update, and honestly the Star Ocean or Star Force?
Star Ocean.
Star Ocean game. That one looks really interesting, but like
that's the thing I'm excited for. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Death's Door coming to PS5.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And that's coming the week that I have off from work, so heck yes.
I think it's noteworthy to. I think I caught.
It's coming Thanksgiving week.
Yes.
That the game that I didn't know the title to that you read. I don't remember what it was. I forgot what it is already. But
First
it's coming to
something.
First Class Trouble, something like that. So it's coming to PS Plus. Is that what it said? For free?
It didn't even say PS Plus. It said November 2nd through December 6th, which is a little longer than the regular PS Plus window, but it's coming in 6 days.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like only there for a few days. I thought it was like November 2nd to November 6th, but regardless, like they're giving out for free, so non-subscribe, we got a free game. That's cool. I like that. Yeah. Seems like a type of game that would benefit from that too. Like it's a smart strategy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are kind of over the Among Us, but still want to play something else. Or kind of over Among Us, but want to play something similar, I should say.
Those,
I agree.
Social.
I like that trailer, the OFK trailer. I like that a lot.
Yeah, OFK trailer is great. The social deduction games are really fun in a group. Like Among Us, I think the drawback to it, I think the gameplay is actually the simplistic makes it better because you could give it to non-gamers, but when you want to play alone and you're forced to like chat, especially on a phone, it's real awkward. Whereas
that's why I never played that way.
This game seems so much more like, oh, you have to just get a group of people. And I think the fact that it's coming to free, it's coming on both systems. Fingers crossed that it's cross-gen. Because if it's a PlayStation exclusive, it wouldn't necessarily be cross-play, but... And then if it's cross-gen, I mean, any of us could just download it and hop on.
Yeah. With memory, I think there's more here than I expected. Like there was like 8 or 9 games in here. I think.
Yeah.
But it does feel like it's missing a little seasoning.
Little something on the end there.
It looked
solid 10.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say?
I was just say, yeah. It just kind of looks generic. Like nothing like that. I don't mean that in like a bad way, but you know what I mean? Like, just
there wasn't a lot here that was like, I don't feel like this was designed to wow you. It was designed for you to go, oh, okay, this is what's coming up, and and here's maybe a few small baby surprises, but nothing.
Yeah. And the thing is, they couldn't call this, and I know Nintendo uses like the indie directs to be like, hey, this isn't as big as it's usually going to be, which really helps temper your expectation. But technically, some of these games are not indie.
It does make me wonder if, and this isn't me.
That's interesting. Sorry, I just saw this. If you pre-order Death's Door now, you get Titan Souls for free.
That is interesting. But I don't. Japan, though. I just don't know if this state of play was needed. To be completely
honestly, yeah.
This does feel like it could have been a blog post, or the thing they do on Twitter every once in a while, like we're gonna list 7 VR games and we're gonna drop them all in the next hour in like a tweet thread. It feels like it could have been that, but I also feel like had they done that, a lot of us been like, yo, this is pretty cool. This should have been a state of play. So
yeah. Yep.
Were these all indie titles? I mean, Star Ocean probably isn't indie.
That's the thing. Star Ocean, I would have considered King of Fighters indie.
That's true. I forgot King of Fighters was even there.
That's why they did say third party. So
sure.
Yeah.
I just think maybe it probably would have been more beneficial to hold off on this until you had more of an indie showcase to show.
Or if they held off on it until another third party company had 1 or 2 more things to say, like if they contacted Adios Montreal or Crystal Dynamics, I was like, hey, when do you guys want to show off Spider-Man? Oh, you want to hold off 3 weeks? Like, not saying that because that was my prediction, but as an example. Or, talk to Square Enix to be like, when do you guys want to show Final Fantasy 16? Like, I would have been cool having Forspoken. Yeah, because that one's coming out soon if you think about it.
Yeah.
I don't think
it seemed like like a state of play.
I thought they said spring 2022, no? in the showcase. I'll look that up in the meantime. What were you gonna say,
This
Austin?
seemed like a state of play where, with a few exceptions like Death's Door, because that's already out, but like a lot of 8 at best games, and I don't mean that in a bad way. They just seem like really solid potential titles, as if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't feel like anything
Yep.
here was designed to be the 10. Well, everyone aims to make a 10 out of 10. The odds are probably not for most of these titles.
Yeah, as of right now,
Mhm.
for Forspoken, all we know is spring of 2022. And the good thing
Oh, I didn't
about
realize it
that
was
is
that
spring
close.
does not mean February.
Yes.
So yeah, I think to wrap this all up, I think State of Play probably didn't need to happen, which is kind of a bummer because like it, my expectations were tempered, but still, that seems like this feels a little forced. All the games look fine. I think that there is an audience
Yeah.
for every one of these games. I think that is very true. I think all these games belong in a State of Play. I just felt like the State of Play itself was maybe paced a little weird, and it needed some secret sauce at the end.
See, this is the thing is I've been able to look at conferences that I maybe like, and I'm talking anything here right now. Xbox conferences, PlayStation State of Plays, Nintendo Direct. I've been like, I only liked like 2 or 3 things here, but they had something for everybody. And this one, I feel like I can't say that because none of us here seem super psyched about one particular thing. I mean, also, I think you're most hot on anything, and that would be Little Devil Inside, but...
Correct.
I mean,
I could also see somebody...
Death's Door, but that, I mean, granted, that wasn't anything new. We just knew that was coming to...
Yeah,
it's
but I'm
new
talking
coming
like...
to PlayStation.
Yeah. Like, real excitement. Like, I could see somebody look at this and be like, none of these interest me. And be like, fair. Like, none. These are all kind of more niche games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Feels
come on,
odd to be
guys.
put in a State of Play like this, but
Where's
that's
that
okay.
Infamous remake?
I think all the games have potential to be solid.
And, you know, Nintendo Direct started with the Wii U era, and they didn't get great till the Nintendo Switch era. And I think that Nintendo's been really good about giving us the, like, Nintendo Directs, Nintendo Direct Minis, Nintendo Direct Indie Partner Showcase.
Yeah,
I think
State of Play is still kind of working
it's
out those
still
kinks a
one
little bit.
brand, and I think as they go on and they, you know, maybe they do a State of Play insight for those State of Plays they do on one particular game, like right before release, and then they should, you know, don't steal the mini branding, but like a State of Play
No, I'm with you.
indie, or
I'm with you.
You know, do something to like,
or maybe just I won't say message it better, because they did say that this is going to be all third party stuff. So I think is, even though we were saying it was low expectations, you know, I think we're just kind of expecting
I hear
a little something, a little,
but technically, Spider-Man in Square in Avengers, Final Fantasy 16, Forspoken are all third-party games if you want to get technical about it. So like third-party, and for the record, I'm not trashing any of these games. A lot of them look good, but third-party doesn't mean indie, and I think indie helps temper expectations because you're not going to get like a huge wow factor. And again, I don't say that to bash indie games. It's just that like the real hype moments always come from the biggest of the biggest games.
Yeah, I don't think this missed on messaging. I think it missed on potential, like they haven't worked out the bugs on the branding entirely of what alterations of these State of Plays could be. Like a mini, I think a State of Play mini, not to, like you said, not to steal that, but I think that would be perfect for this. If they titled this a small, don't get your, like they did that, but you know what I mean? Like if they had a nice branding title to it, I feel like it would have went a nice way.
Honestly, and Jim Ryan, if you want to steal this, I'll give you my Venmo and you can like give me, you know, some residuals for it.
A couple
if
bucks.
If they don't want to steal the branding, you know, we have the showcases, which are like up here, the State of Plays. Maybe call it like a blog post presentation.
Ooh,
and I feel like
you
know what I mean? Where it's stuff that could be on the blog, but we're here to present it. Yo, Jim Ryan, where are you at? Hire me.
And with that, we're going to close out this Reacts. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment what your favorite trailer was, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.